No matter how many times I see Ilya since her debut as the Duskin Dancer, I can't get over it. She upped her game big time before any of us even had time to catch our breath. It sucks to say it out loud, but it makes sense that she was the only one in Arkansas chosen to represent the nation. Yeah, she worked her tail off to hog the spotlight. But we still have a chance, okay? United Nation hasn't been officially founded yet, so the Supreme Leader could still change his mind. Yeah, you're right. I'll show all the mysterious songstress bewitching darkness that ensnares the heart. How pitiable. None of them appear to be in their right mind. Great. And I can't get in. Let's not go there right now. Well, Soldier didn't seem to mind. That mask Ilya's wearing really suits her. No, it doesn't. She's great as the fervent dancer and the Sun Princess, but the Duskin Dancer has that extra little something. I should try to create a flavor based on Ilya's current act. Oh, brother. Oh, they took it over the casino as well? Dang. Let's go to the West Street, see if there's anything I can see around here. Oh wait, this is where it was. Alright, then let's go out into the mountain path. Following this path here will eventually take us to the one leading to the studio. There are monsters wandering around, but I think we could take our chances. We can, yes, but what about you? Oh, you need to worry about me. Pulls out a friggin' side. Oh boy. I've got my weapon right here. Wow, that's so neat. Well, Lapis is getting corrupted more and more by the day. Why, thank you. So you use a scythe, huh? What a peculiar choice. Its simple design belies just how difficult it is to wield. I can use most weapons, sure, but this one has always had my heart. Because it's neat? Because it's perfect for slicing off heads. I don't know what I was expecting from you, honestly. No! No, indeed. I'm just joking. Ouch. Oh, my word. The more I get to know you, the more I think we're going to be the best of friends. I'd like it if you didn't bond with her over beheading people. Well, how else are girls supposed to bond, if not through beheading people? Oh, boy. By the way, are any of you familiar with United Fronts? I can't say that I am. Oh, we finally get this ability unlocked? I guess we do finally have more than 4 people. I'm not either. Is it unusual that we don't? It's still in the early stage of development, so not really. It's a new Arcus 2 feature that lets 5 or more people work together. Oh! You know, I might have heard something about that. Those students had better teamwork than I gave them credit for, so I've been wondering if there was more to it. It was like a buffed up version of Combat Links. You've hit the nail on the head, even the fact those students were using it. It does have its limitations, like how only those who shared a certain connection at the end of the Twilight can use it. I, however, am one of those people, so you might be able to pull it off as long as I'm around. How promising. It's worth the attempt in any event. I agree. There are exactly 5 of us here, so there's no reason not to the next time something tries to play nasty with us. Sounds like a plan to me. Rufus Company can now use United Fronts.
How could you, Nadia? How could you think to sell me off to that woman?
Oh no.
Oh, how couldn't I when your cuteness is worth a fortune? I wouldn't want to insult you by cheaping out. I'm that cute? Well, that is true. I forgive you.
What?
This was an alarming about-face.
Oh, she's good.
Very well.
Now then.
God help us all. Aw. I missed her hit voice line when she, in Trails of Cold Steel 4, when she just go, ouch!
Perk up!
You deserve some praise. A Rosenberg doll simply cannot be beat.
Oh, wow. I had not seen that ending screen yet. How are you balancing on that? All right, have fun, Ren.
Time to entertain my guests. Round and round. Up you go! Time for the main event. What a delightful tea party.
More of you? So be it.
Now then.
That smug look on her face when she's drinking the tea and they're just getting chopped to bits. Jeez. Before we go up, let me check the cathedral to see if anything interesting's up here. Not seem to be.
Crossbow Cathedral here is pretty famous, isn't it? It's sure ritzy enough to have earned a big name. The building is beautiful, and the air is so clean. I love it!
Guess the brainwashing doesn't have much impact here. It won't hurt to take a quick look around.
Lamps born under the bell, rest in peace. May the sun's golden rays illuminate your trail to the goddess side. Here lies someone. The tombstone is so weathered that it's become impossible to read its engravings. I don't assume that's not Guy's tombstone, right? Here lies Ozma Seeker. Oh, Seeker. Oh, that last name's familiar. Oh, duh, I'm so stupid. Noelle and Fran Seeker. Okay. Saya McLean. Oh, there's, Arius' wife. Oh, is this where Guy's is? Yeah, here's Scott Manning's. Okay. Anything interesting going on inside the cathedral? There's someone at the front. Wait, Cecil? I don't think Morka's on this side of... Isn't it? Okay, Rean. Isn't Amorca on the east side of Crossbell? How did you get over here? Yes, the speaker's condition is much stabler now, so things at the clinic are much calmer. That's why I decided to follow a photographer to town in hopes of helping here. I see. You have my deepest gratitude. You have people here who were injured while fleeing from the city and others who are suffering from malnutrition. You have basic healing supplements on hand and the like, but that can only get us so far. Having a certified nurse with us is a boon. Wait. Which photographer did you follow here? Oh. Are you referring to, like, Rex? That's the only person... Unless it's Gracie, but I doubt that. Who's in here? Looks like some bracers. Or, no, troop members? Another day, another radio broadcast chock full of propaganda praising the Supreme Leader. Although, if we were to all follow him, then we could finally have peace. We'd have nothing to fear ever again. If that's what it takes for us to gain our freedom back, then... No, what am I saying? That's crazy talk. Is this what Eugene and Fly have been going through? I can't let my guard down for even a second or it could happen to me too. That was terrifying. Am I taking crazy pills or something? It's like more and more people are supporting Alberea by the day. It's not your imagination. There's something fishy going on. Crossbellians are supposed to be stronger than this. I can understand anyone being dazed and confused, but blind loyalism? We're better than that. Yeah, exactly. Hey, do these people belong to that same theater group our ex works for? Seems like it. At least they were fortunate enough to elude whatever brainwashing is taking place. So got some troop members here. See, so oh, we got a bunch of people over here. What in the... Okay. Was not expecting Mishi and Machette to be here. Well, hello. I don't think we've had the pleasure before. My name is Mishi. I came here all the way from Michelin Wonderland, and this here is my sister, Bichette. Everyone's been looking so down lately, so we stopped by to turn those frowns upside down with a few dances. So feel free to join us and make a wishy with Mishy. Now you try. Make a wishy with Mishy? I don't get it. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, boy. Come on, everybody. We need you up and happy, or else me and my brother are going to be real sad. Trust me, you don't want to see Mishy when he's sad. His face gets all mushed up and droopy. It's an awful sight. And Mecha Mishy, his screws go flying everywhere. It's a real pain to the keister to fix him when that happens, trust me. But that's why we all need to have fun together so tragedies like those can be avoided. Is everybody ready? Let's sing Michelin Wonderland's theme song together. That'll give us the big boost of energy we need. Hold on. Did these two seriously flee the city while wearing those costumes the entire time? Why bother? Was keeping up the act really worth all the hassle just so kids wouldn't catch them out of character? Duh! We're talking about a child's innocence here. Do you want them being scarred for life? I sympathize with the people behind the fur, but everyone's gotta do their part to protect their characters. Okay. Alright, I think that's all I'm gonna find here, so let's get back on the main road, I guess.
Treasure! Oh, I can smell the riches!
True Composure Shawl. Prevents petrify. Baron Bells. Bear 7? Huh. Interesting. Right? I can remove it. Don't know why I would want to. Alright, further on up we go. Oh. Joy, we gotta run into something up here. Hmm? What was that? Is something wrong, Rufus? No, it's nothing. What is this I'm sensing? Don't tell me he gets a mirror or something. Choosing to continue will cause the main story to advance. It will also not be possible to go any further in Rufus' story for a brief period. Okay. How much longer? I'm so tired. Really? We haven't even walked that far yet. Rosenberg Studio isn't too far from here. And you? Are you sure there's nothing wrong? You're acting awfully preoccupied. I simply don't think it's worth mentioning. Oh. Yep, he just found a mirror in his pocket. Interesting. No, wait. What is that? Looks like a piece of a mirror or something. The design is really weird too. How did it take you for the type to collect trinkets? I'm not. I couldn't tell you where it came from. It just suddenly appeared in my pocket. It what? How could that be possible? I don't know the answer to that, but nor do I think we can afford to leave it unanswered. A predicament indeed. And suddenly I cannot move forward. Okay. Oops. So I could go back to Lloyd or Rean's route. Let's see what Rean and Co's up to. Flame Palace, former Chancellor's office. Thank you for giving us so much of your time today. I appreciate you helping us attend to the aftermath of recent events. Of course, we couldn't turn a blind eye after seeing it for ourselves. We feel investigating the coup d'etat further is our responsibility as much as anyone's. We've rounded up most of the people involved by now, though, haven't we? I believe you have. With Princess Alphen and Elise's assistance, we were able to look into suspicious relatives of fellow students as well. There are some suspects still at large, but it's only a matter of time before they're in custody. I'm so pleased I was able to help. Our classmates seemed genuinely shocked to learn what their relatives were up to. I can't say I blame them. You'd think they could hold off on the crazy until things in Crossbell calm down? Or the timing's on point since the EDF showed up here too. I would assume they're linked, yes. I've been aware that some in the army were opposed to the ceasefire and subsequent downsizing of the military, but it's frustrating to not have seen the extent of their opposition coming until after they made their move. You can't blame yourself for this, Representative. Besides, maybe this works out better. It gives you the chance to take out the obvious trash instead of sniffing it out for yourself. That's true. With so many of them confirmed to be in custody, we shouldn't have to worry about the capital for a while now. Plus, the information we got will make it easier for Dad and General Van Dyke to take action. We each have our burdens to bear here, so it's best to focus on what you can do as the current head of our nation. I'm sure Machias is also doing what he can at Crossbell. Indeed, you've hit the nail on the head. I don't have time to dwell on past mistakes or what I should have done with Crossbell as it is, and the prince and the lady still missing. Alright, I think we've covered all we can on the coup d'etat problem. Let's turn our focus on the other big issue we need to think about. Rufus. Well, Rufus. It's not possible for him to be both near the capital and running Crossbell at the same time. So then, who did we see? You said you requested an investigation into that, right, Milliam? Yep. While we were taking care of the coup stuff, it should be about...
My apologies for the delay.
Oh. Hey, Claire.
Just the gal we need. What's the word, Claire?
Well, it took longer than I'd hoped, but this information came directly from our sentries near the border. They confirmed that Crossbell's new Supreme Leader never left the state while C was active.
Okay. So, confirms to you that there's two different people?
Then he wasn't lying.
Yeah, there really are two Rufuses.
But how is that possible?
Magic. Or ancient dope technology.
It isn't. It's preposterous, even. Or so I would say had we not seen him in the flesh.
He played us enough to be the real thing.
He sure did. First he calls himself C and sets things up so we'd make our way to the capital. Then he gets us to take care of that coup for him, while he gets away with whatever info the EDF provided him.
Using every means at his disposal has always been his way. And this was no exception.
Then are we in agreement that the Rufus in Crossbell isn't the real one?
The evidence seems to point that way at present.
I mean, most likely true, but I don't think you could 100% confirm that. He's also using whatever means necessary to become the supreme leader of Crossbell again, so it's... You could make a case for either one being the real Rufus.
Perhaps it is also my hope that it points that way.
Fair enough.
I doubt it, since I'm inclined to agree. Rufus acting the way the Supreme Leader does after what he went through doesn't make as much sense to me. You had to have had an effect on him in some way at the Imperial Fortress, Eustace.
I would like to believe that as well. Have you learned anything more about the three children accompanying him?
Oh, right.
We're still looking into them, I'm afraid.
I know our side can't talk, but they were strong as hell for being kids.
Oh, right, because a bunch of you are kids, got it.
All I can confirm from my end is that no record of them exists in the Intelligence Division's database.
Well, if you could confirm that, why are you having Claire look into them? I doubt... Can she look into it any further than the Intelligence Division?
200 crown for even the ID to pin down means it'll be extra tough for us.
It's best to assume they and whoever was controlling the airship are hired help.
It should have been impossible for your friends to win. Eustace, members of Class 7, please, tell me why.
It's because you refuse to rely on anyone but yourself. We won't be getting anywhere wondering what he's up to here. I propose we move on using the one lead he provided.
Crossbell?
If you wish to know what befell the Courageous Two, make for the Nord Highlands.
Right, I forgot about that. No, yeah, that's right.
Do you feel you can trust his word enough to warrant going to the Highlands, Rean?
If anything else, I did get the impression that he is actively against the Supreme Leader. There's likely some ulterior motive behind telling us that lead. But Eustace is right that we should use it. Especially if there's any chance we can help Crossbell in the process.
I'll respect your decision, of course, but...
Some of us will have to remain in the capital.
What, for cleanup of the coup d'etat?
The aftermath of the coup d'etat requires some attention before it can be considered resolved.
Okay.
I'll stick around for it. May as well see it through.
Why you, Ash?
It'd be good to hit up the entertainment district and the Bracer Guild for info while I'm here too.
I guess... as long as you're not using the entertainment district for pleasure and not work, should be fine.
Gaius is in the middle of an investigation of his own in Nord, I think.
He is? What is he investigating up there?
There should be enough people if you meet up with him and anyone else who's up east.
Muse is also planning to travel from the branch campus to join him.
Oh, really?
Will that be enough under the circumstances?
Then will we suffice?
Who? Oh. Wait.
Huh?
Kurt? I thought you were supposed to be with, Yuna.
Kurt! And...
Hello there again. Sounds like you've been making some headway into the investigation.
You could say that. And Muller Vander.
About your lead. Since our father is still occupied in the West, we will be accompanying you in his stead.
Okay.
May we Vanders be of great service.
So then who's all going out to Nord? Besides Kurt, Van Dyke, not Van Dyke. Oh, whatever. The next morning, Muse arrived as planned from Leeds and reunited with the group. They then waited for the freight train, which Claire had arranged to take them to Nord to depart. Okay, so it's just us four then. We are going to be transferring onto an RMP train partway through the trip. We should hopefully reach Zender Gate around noon. That'll be great. Then we can start our investigation right away. Thank you all for coming to see us off. I apologize for showing up so suddenly and creating all this disarray. Not at all. I was glad to have the opportunity to see you again. I'm sure my brother's disappearance must be weighing heavy on your heart too, Lieutenant Colonel. My worries pale in comparison to the heartache you must feel, Your Highness. Rest assured that I will do all I can to put you to ease as soon as possible. Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel. I'm counting on you too, Muse. Of course. I will take good care of our dear instructor in your and Elise's stead. Oh, but don't fret. I won't let my personal feelings get in the way of my work. Is this really the time? What's up?
What's wrong? Our group is pretty stacked for this, so I don't think you need to worry.
I am worried, but not about that. We all refrained from voicing our concerns yesterday. But you're not going to take on too much to compensate for what those soldiers said, are you?
Oh. What about him being the reason why they did this coup or something?
The ones from the underground.
You're a filthy traitor, Ashen Chevalier! So many of us joined the army to follow in your footsteps, only for you to trample all over our ambitions. You couldn't possibly understand the frustration of those who died in that war, or even those left behind. It's time you took responsibility for your actions.
It's true. Their words did affect me. They reminded me that for some, the war never really ended.
Try to see them as the exception they are.
Exactly. That isn't your fault, Rean.
Yeah, I mean, you did so much work to make it the casualties as minimal as they were. You ended essentially a world war in like 2 days. That's pretty remarkable.
I know. But it's also not something I can turn a blind eye to. It's only by understanding one another that we will be able to move forward. At least, that's what I think now.
We just don't want to let that consume you.
Everyone in the Imperial Army bears that responsibility, myself included.
None of us here want you to shoulder that burden alone. Isn't that right? Altina? Muse?
Oh, absolutely. Class 7 is and will always be about supporting one another. I think they've echoed my sentiments. Well then, have a safe journey. If there are answers to be found in Nord, then I know you'll find them.
Thanks. Keep us in your thoughts.
And we're off. Back to the Nord Highlands. Haven't been up here since... Was it Colthio 2 or 3? The group changed trains as planned and arrived on schedule at the Nord Highlands. There, they found several of their friends already waiting for them. Who's up here besides Gaius? Queensrow Act 3. Rural Blue Skies. Oh, lovely.
There you are. I hope the trip wasn't too tiring.
Was that Emma and Instructor Sarah?
Oh!
Yep. Hey.
And here I thought we'd be getting here first.
We just happened to be on the train right before yours.
Ah.
I'm glad you all arrived safely. And long time no see, Lieutenant Colonel.
Likewise. It's reassuring to have you with us.
Emma Milstein. And Sarah Valentine.
We heard about the attempted coup from Major Revelt. It must have been so hard for you, Rean.
You're kind of worry, but I'm fine.
Don't play it off.
Better than fine now that you're both here. All I have to do is see your face, and it's like my heart feels a little lighter.
Stop with the Playboy lines, I swear to God.
Then it was worth it, huh? But there's no river I wouldn't cross to find you if you needed me.
That's sweet at least.
Though magic makes it simple enough to skip the river crossing route if there was an emergency.
The benefits of being a witch, huh?
So don't you forget that all you have to do is call, and I'll be right there.
Speaking of that witchness, where's your familiar, the cat whose name escapes me because there's so many characters and I'm also stupid?
Thanks. I won't.
But boy, I'm still finding it hard to believe we have 2 Rufuses running around now.
I know, one was bad enough.
I'll cross my fingers the lead from the literal lesser of 2 evils pays off, but we still need to be smart about our approach.
Agreed. There's no telling what could happen. That's all the more reason why we appreciate your and Lady Mildean's attention to this matter.
Oh, I'm more than happy to give it.
I know you are, Muse. Too well, probably.
Where's Gaius, by the way?
He's gotten a head start investigating in the Highlands, I believe.
Couldn't wait for us, huh?
A soldier gave us a message saying he intends to convene with us at the settlement.
Okay.
I see. Then we'll head his way once we've greeted the person in charge here.
I believe he's someone you know?
Colonel Dalton of the 23rd Armored Division, yes. I haven't seen him since his division took stewardship of the gate after the war.
Oh, right. It was the 7th that was in charge of Zender up until last year. The 23rd was one of the new divisions created for the war, wasn't it?
Uh-oh.
Indeed. With all the changes underway in the army, the 23rd has no general at present. But I hear the colonel's done a stellar job of keeping the division unified in the absence of one.
He sounds like someone who'd more than cooperate with her investigation, at least.
Here's hoping.
I've already informed him of our arrival. We should go and see him right away.
Listen, Rean. Don't go biting off more than you can chew.
Everyone knows Rean all too well.
Being an instructor doesn't mean you have to be the strong one in the group 24/7.
Speaking from experience and throwing all your work onto me, huh? Back when I was a student?
I didn't have to be because you were there for me. So that means you don't have to be because I'll be there for you. At least I'll try to be.
You just get it, don't you? Thank you. That makes me feel a lot better.
Good.
Why are you blushing at me? Please stop blushing at me. Really? Do not want my former instructor blushing at me that often.
Welcome to Zendergate. I've been looking forward to your arrival. I am Dalton, acting commander of the 23rd Armored Division.
What's up, Dalton? It's good to see you again, Colonel. The same to you, Lieutenant Colonel. And it is an honor to finally meet the famous Ashen Chevalier. I have heard much about the Lieutenant Colonel's younger brother, too. I wish I could give you all a more formal reception. Please think nothing of it, sir. Most of us aren't even part of the army, much less deserving of a lavish welcome. I quite agree, and I'm just an inexperienced student. How modest of you all. I appreciate that. He is surprisingly candid for a colonel. He is, although I'm sure he must be very capable to have been given command of a whole armored division. What are the 7th exploits since the war has reached even here, Lieutenant Colonel? I hear you have been all over the country helping with the reconstruction efforts under Prince Oliver's leadership. What's more, the Vayners have evidently resumed their duty as guardians of the Imperial family. They don't call you the Ace of the 7th for nothing. I apologize if that sounded at all sarcastic. I did not mean it so. Think nothing of it, sir. I will not attempt to deny my past failings. Still, I am humbled by the honor of serving once more. On the Vander name, I will stop at nothing to prove worthy of it. I feel the same way. Could you tell us what you know about the situation here? Yes. You came looking for clues on the prince's whereabouts? I'm aware that you have reason to believe there is something here. So it's true? The opposite, I'm afraid. The region has been positively idyllic? I don't know how to pronounce that. Since the war ended. The Highlands did turn into a battleground during the conflict, but everything is back to normal here now. I was honestly caught off guard by your conviction that something must be here. That's unfortunate. Still, the intel's fresh, even to us. It's no surprise that nothing's been found yet. Indeed, I've had a lot of work at the watchtower, so haven't had much time to investigate in this area. In that sense, you might have more luck speaking with the people of the settlement. You may well be correct. It sounds like Gaius is already there, so I'd say meeting with him should be our first goal. Given the stakes, we intend to fully dedicate ourselves to searching once we have finished getting ready. I've appraised the soldiers stationed at the watchtower of what is going on too, so it may be worth stopping by there. Either way, should you learn anything, please do let me know. I'll be happy to send reinforcements if needed. Thank you for your kindness and understanding, sir. We greatly appreciate it. Alright, let's get started with the search then. Alright, time to saddle up. Hey, there's where we found Milliam for the first time. The Nord Highlands.
It's breathtaking.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was gonna be a couple first times here.
Nothing I've heard could have prepared me for just how truly beautiful it is.
It's your first time here, huh?
It is. I've been really looking forward to it. If only the other 3 could be here to see it. Words don't do it justice.
I'm sure you'll get the chance to come up here eventually.
They really don't. I wish I could have let you first see it under lighter circumstances.
It feels like only yesterday that we came here as part of our field studies.
I know, right?
It's moving to think that this is where our ancestor took up arms to fight at Dreikel's side.
It's held a special place in my heart beyond our ancestry, since our uncle and I were stationed here.
He's already on horseback?
Regardless, I will make for the watchtower and set about gathering information there.
Okay.
You should stick to your original plan and reunite with Gaius at the settlement.
Sounds good.
I'm alright with that, but...
Are you sure it's wise to go alone? I think it'd be better if I came with you.
I know how capable you are, Kurt, but there's no need to worry about me.
No kidding.
As a soldier, I'll have a much easier time operating in a military facility.
I mean, we do have at least one other soldier here, technicality, but fair enough.
Should anything happen, however, I will be in touch. Take care.
See ya. Yippee-ki-yay!
I hope he's going to be alright.
I imagine that the prince's disappearance must be weighing heavily on him.
I had the chance to briefly speak with him about that on the train, actually.
I wanted to accompany them on their honeymoon, but Olivier insisted I not go.
Yeah, I could see why in him doing that.
I got the impression he wanted to give me some time off to honor the war's end.
That too. I was also thinking he just wanted some alone time with his new wife, but that also makes sense.
Of all the times that idiot had to go and put my needs first.
I see. I think you're all worrying a little too much about him. We're talking about one of the finest soldiers in the Imperial Army, up there with Lieutenant Colonel Ninthheart. You should know better than anyone that he isn't the kind of man to act rashly in times like these. Yes, I suppose you're right. I'm sure he genuinely believes this to be the best course of action. We'd be wise to mirror his conviction. Yeah, let's get moving. Oh, why did Muse have to be on the same horse as mine? This is gonna be a long, awkward ride, isn't it? Apparently, the settlement is currently in the same location it was when Emma and I visited during our field study. If we travel north from here, we should see it before long. We don't want to keep Gaius waiting. While Nord plus L2 plus X to ride a horse. Circle to dismount and square near a horse to change ride settings. Battle monsters, you must come into contact with them or approach them and press X. Assault attacks cannot be used. New master mission. Zemuria Treasure Chest 1. Open 100 treasure chests in Zemuria. Reach level 110 with all allies. Fill in 50% of the character tab of the notebook. 50% of the battle tab on the notebook. One against one, yeah, that's all the same. Okay. Mueller Vander. The elder son of House Vander and Kurt's half-brother. He has resumed his duty of serving the royal family, specifically Prince Olivert, his best friend. His best friend. Sarah Valenstein, Old Class 7 Bracer Guild. Old Class 7's instructor in an A-rank brace so-called the Purple Lightning. Born in North Ambria, she was once a member of its infamous Northern Jaegers. Emma Milstein, Old Class 7 Hexaclan. A child of the Hexaclan who resides in Ern Village. She now travels the Empire to inspect and quell any spirit veins disturbed during the Great Twilight.
Yeah! Amazing. I've never seen plains so vast.
I know, right?
It's like we're afloat in a sea of green. Words can't do justice to its beauty.
We had the same reaction as students.
I like it even more now that there aren't as many monsters as before.
Yeah, the Armored Division's done a bang-up job keeping the Highlands clean. Now we can ride straight through.
Still got a few stragglers here and there. Fortitude drop.
Guess luck is on our side.
That structure to the right is the watchtower monitoring Calvard, yes?
Yep. And the plateau on the left has got what they call the...
Ah, man. This way leads to a watchtower. I think we can leave matters there in my brother's hands. Did I get...
Yeah!
Oh, I got... Wait, what? There's something over there, though. Ah, come on. Well... Okay. What level is everyone at, by the way? Oh, they're all 103. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Oh, that does not do as much as I would have hoped. Okay.
Wow, we got something so nice.
My turn!
Did you die?
There!
There we go.
Now to keep going.
Alright, music. Kurt leveled up. Skull reached level set. Oh. I was like, wait, Yuna? Oh, right, they had their quartz. Lacrest. High HP increased break damage, increased up to 50%. Auto regen, 3% max HP per turn. Nice. And Rean Muse's Link reached level 5, reached Rush 2.
I only get cuter as I level up.
I've only just begun.
Alright.
We're almost at the settlement. Oh, it feels so great here.
It makes me wish we could keep riding on through forever.
It's a shame we'll have to dismount soon.
It's so nice to see you're both already as much in love with this place as we are.
Yeah!
Be hard not to be.
Ah, we made it to the settlement.
We did, but...
There's no settlement. Well... Oh, wait, there it is. Nomadic settlement.
This is my first time seeing yurts.
You would normally see more of them. I wonder what's going on.
Already?
Well, there's Class 7.
Hey, it's been a while, guys.
It's so good to see you all again. How have you been?
Oh,
Is he an acquaintance of yours, Instructor?
I'm not sure that we've met.
Come on, that's not very funny. I know it's been a while, but I knew you from a glance.
Wait, I see it now.
Toma?
Yeah, I believe he was a lot younger when we first saw him back in Cold Steel 1. He's one of Gaius' younger siblings, right?
You're Gaius' little brother, right? Looks like someone hit his growth spurt.
Did you meet during your field studies?
Yeah. Gaius' family as a whole has been very welcoming whenever we've come to Nord. It's kind of funny to say, but you're getting to be around the age we were on our first visit, huh?
Yeah, that sounds about right. But you really didn't recognize me then?
I mean, it's been a while since we've seen you, man. It's not, and you are a lot younger than it's not that surprising.
I gotta say, that stings a little.
Sorry, my man.
Sorry, but you honestly do look so much more mature than when we last met. You must be Charles then. You've grown up a lot yourself.
You think? Thank you.
Gaius had mentioned you were coming, but I didn't expect you to arrive so soon after he said it. Speaking of which, you should be coming back soon.
Glad to hear it.
Coming back now, actually.
Oh. Hey, man. Gaius Wurzel. How have you been, my man?
I hope you all had a pleasant journey from the capital. Good to see the winds kept you safe.
Right back at you.
I hope your investigation's been going well.
Sounds like we've arrived at a busy time.
Not at all. Most of the work for moving the settlement has been finished already.
Oh, that's what's going on.
But let me make us some tea before we talk any further. You must be tired.
It's the guy who's been going out investigating all day from what I've heard.
Nord tea is as soothing as I've been told.
It really is. Black tea is relaxing too, but the flavor of these leaves is very distinctive.
I'm glad you approve.
Haven't been able to enjoy a cup of this since your field study.
You tried it then? I would have thought you'd been unable to since you joined near the end of our stay.
That's right. You and Sharon came by to check up on us around the same time. It's weird, the things you forget.
It is a long series, Rean. Thelma Wurzel. Sheeta Wurzel. Lily Wurzel. Forgot how many siblings you had,
We
guys.
have plenty more, so please, have as much as you like. It's too bad you weren't here yesterday to try the cheese we made. It was so good.
Rub it in, why don't you?
Cheese or no cheese, you've given us more than enough of a welcome. My travel fatigue is all but gone. It's amazing seeing how much you two have grown since we saw each other. You look like you're taking after your mom, Sheeta.
You really think so? I'm happy to hear that. And you look even cooler, and Emma looks even prettier.
Fatma Wurzel. Assuming I pronounced
think
that
so,
right.
too.
Correct.
Gaius has always kept us up to date on how you've been and the ways you've changed. You've overcome a great many ordeals on the road to where you sit now.
Don't have to tell me twice.
It makes me so proud to see the students we've hosted go on to accomplish so many great things.
You're kind to think of us so much.
Thank you for saying so. I hope we can keep making you proud.
And now my pride extends to you two as well. That's just how mothers are.
Oh boy.
Did we ever introduce ourselves to you guys? That's our mom, and we're Gaius' little sisters. I'm Sheeta, and she's Lily. Thanks for being bros with our bro.
Broing out all the time. He's done far more for us than we have for him, I think. I can see Gaius has a truly lovely family. I couldn't be any more grateful to have them. That extends to Dad, too, even if he couldn't be here. I take it he's out of the settlement right now. That's right, he's leading the relocation effort. We're having to move quite a distance, too, so you may not be able to see him during this visit. That's a shame. I was hoping to say hi. Still, if you're suddenly having to uproot yourselves and go so far, I take it something significant has happened here? Correct. Upon returning here the other day, I set off to survey the Highlands. Unfortunately, I've yet to find anything that would lead us to the location of Prince Olivert or the Courageous 2. But I found some unsettling signs in a few easily overlooked areas. Ashes from recently burned firewood and buried remnants of travel rations, for example. Oh, so some unknown party has been out here as well. In other words, traces of human activity. Yes, and not just one person. I asked Toma to help investigate, and we kept finding the same signs in more and more places. We haven't heard any talk about soldiers doing training exercises in the area recently, so I doubt that's the explanation. No one in the settlement or at Cinder Gate claims to have seen any potential suspects either. Regardless of what we're dealing with, we can't risk any harm coming to the people here or our family. So after some discussion, we all decided it would be best to move the settlement earlier than usual. Charlotte and her father have been helping with the move too. We couldn't be more grateful. I'm so sorry all this happened when you and your dad were meant to be on vacation. Please don't worry, I'm just glad to help. Dad might grumble a bit, but he's pitched in regardless. Either way, it's clear something's amiss here, especially considering the timing. Yeah, it's hard to say if this is what Rufus was referring to, but it's not something we can afford to ignore. When we came here for our field studies 2 years ago, we found Jaeger dropouts operating in the area. Perhaps this could be something similar. It's definitely possible. Either way, I decided that I ought to look into it again as soon as you all arrived. I think that's a good idea. We'll join you with all due haste. If the Highlands are threatened in any way, I refuse to turn a blind eye. I quite agree, especially after the people here have served us such wonderful tea. I will spare no effort for a land connected to my ancestors. Your support means the world, truly. We aren't planning to move just yet, so you are welcome to make this your base of operations. I'll do all that I can to help you in my husband's place. I'd like to believe I'm a lot stronger than I was when we last met too. So if there's any way I can assist, please let me know. We will. Thanks, Toma. Cheetah, Lily, be good while we're away. We will. Take care. Come back soon. Where should we begin then? That's a good question. How about we go and speak with the settlement's other visitor? Oh? She's been here since before I arrived myself. I haven't had much of a chance to speak to her since I've been so busy with the move and investigating. That said, it is someone you all know. Really now? I've yet to see anyone fitting that description around, though. Perhaps she's out at the moment? Someone of my family may know. Shall we go and ask them then? Okay. Gaius Warzel, Old Class 7, Nord/Septian Church. The Gauls Riddle's 8th Dominion, Soaring Phoenix, who hails from Nord. Together with his faithful partner Zio, he lives just life free of worldly bias. We're getting ready to move. That won't be for a while though, so please make yourselves at home. You've all done so much for us, between what happened during the war and this investigation. I'm worried about the royal couple, but for now, we'll just have to keep doing what we can. Oh, that reminds me, there's something I want you to take with you. Ooh, spirit incense. Oh my, these are so rare. Thank you so much. It's nothing really. I just want to make sure you all stay safe. Alright, that should be everything. Please take care, everyone. Okay, we'll be off then. Alright, anything else to check out while we're here?
It's been a while since I was last here. Feels so empty without all the yurts.
Well, once we're back to normal, you'd better pay us a visit. Your students are welcome too, of course.
I wouldn't miss a chance to come back here.
Hey, sounds like you've had a pretty busy day. I was just about to go draw some water, if you wanted some. I would, actually. Thank you. By the way, I noticed you have something of a warrior's posture. Have you trained in Nord spearsmanship, perhaps? Yeah, Gaius and our dad have actually been hammering into me for a while. I'd still call myself a beginner, though. I'm nowhere near ready to take on large game, so I've got plenty more practicing to go if I want to keep my family safe. You use 2 blades to fight, don't you, Kurt? So just like your ancestor Roland Vander. I have a long way to go until I'm anything close to being like him, so I'd say we both got a lot to learn. But I remember hearing that Roland perfected the dual blade style while dueling against the people of Nord. I'm sure I could learn a lot in a match against you. Would you be up for it? Would I? I'd love that. Great. Let's hope we'll have a chance to do that soon then. It's nice seeing them get so motivated by each other, huh? I'll say. Glad to see my brother's found himself a new friend too. There's, Zio. I'll be leaving the summit for a while. I hope I can count on you to watch over it while I'm gone. Say it'll be in good hands. Let's see. I want to try and get the stuff going out with the next move. Oh, hey. Are you all heading out? About to, yeah. You're looking awfully busy, Charles. Oh, this is nothing. I'm used to this kind of stuff thanks to my work at Zinder Gate. My dad's actually the one handling needed supplies for the settlement's move. We've been working with the people of Nord for years anyway, so he's more than happy to help. I did hear you've been helping Toma with packing and moving. Thank you. You're quite the symbiotic pair now, aren't you? Well, I have known him for years at this point. Looks like they're still going strong. It's cute seeing how smitten she still is. So, yeah. I heard you'd be here for a little while, so I set up that yurt for you to stay in. Got plenty of space to sleep and set up your equipment, so it's perfect. Talk about customer service. Thanks. Make ourselves at home then. Oh, hi everyone. It's been a long time since I got to play with everyone that came here that one time to study. But I also want to play with all of the new people too. Hey, is that branch campus place fun? Oh, and do you know what new armored vision people? What are they like? That first one definitely referring to the branch campus. And as for the other, you mean the 23rd Armored Division? Yeah, them. I got to meet lots of people from the Thread and Sevened ones. But now a new soldier family has moved in. I want to get to know our neighbors. I understand how you feel, Lily, but I'm sure they're plenty busy, even with the war over. Alright, guess it's time to talk to you then. I'm getting kind of worried. Maybe I should ask for help. Is something wrong, Sheeta? Oh, I was just thinking of speaking to all of you. Our other visitor left the settlement this morning, but she hasn't been back since. Gaius was just telling us about her. Did she go out onto the Highlands? Yes, she said something about wanting to take photographs before she left. Photographs? Who is this referring to then? He also said not to worry about her since we were all busy with the move. Even so, I'm getting anxious. I hope she isn't doing anything too dangerous. This situation is suddenly starting to seem all too familiar. Yeah, this is the exact situation we went through with Norton from the Imperial Chronicle a few years ago. Norton? Really? I wonder if this visitor could be... Anyway, it sounds like we should go and check up on her. I assume she set off to the north. Yes, that's right. I'm not sure how far she could have gone. Let us ride out and look for her then. You can now access Nord Highlands North. I see the northern part of the Highlands is just as beautiful as its southern counterpart. Indeed, though it also looks more dangerous, what with all these steep cliffs. Oh, look at that! So that's the other giant statue like the one in Baronia Island. Yes, that's right. This was Lost Sem, the Septarion of Earth. Meanwhile, the one on Brionia Island was Arc Rouge, the Septarion of Fire. As you are aware, both have long since lost their power, leaving them as mere shells. I had no idea when I first saw it during our field study that it had such a history. It's hard to believe that the Divine Knights originated from them. Shall we start looking then? I can't imagine our visitor could have gone far without a horse. I'm inclined to agree. Hopefully this will be a quick search. Well, whoever it is, made it a pretty good distance.
This place is so expansive that I don't even know where to begin to look.
Do you see that big statue? It's called the Guardian. It would be a nice start, I think.
Not a bad idea. We can branch out into a full search from there.
There's a treasure chest right over there.
Bluster, Mercuria, and abnormal statuses inflicted on foes last one more turn. Interesting.
Story. Good everyone.
I got this. Arcus, activate.
So freaking annoying. Just freaking hurry up.
Bring it on.
Yeah, great.
Leave it to me.
Gladly.
An opening. An opening.
Shouldn't have hesitated.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Love you. Thank you.
Not on my watch.
Ow.
An opening. There.
I'll help.
Will this thing
I'll end it.
die? Thank you. Jeez.
It must have been hard work to learn how to aim so precisely.
Oh, but it's easy compared to aiming for a man's heart.
Thanks, music. Alright, Cyrus leveled up to 7. Damage increased after evading to 175. Insight status when battle begins / HP is low for 1 turn.
Nice. That'll do it. I've only just begun.
I only get cuter as I level up.
Ow.
Arcus, activate.
All right. Nice work, team.
Finally, you stupid frog. Virgo reached level 7. Blue Ascension. Our chance to crits. And reduced stat delay after water arts. Nice.
Woohoo! I did it! What an adorable treasure chest!
True Awakening Headband. Evasion plus 12, crit rate plus 8, prevents sleep. Where is this person? For someone who didn't have a horse, they made it pretty far. Also considering all the monsters around.
That one's bound to be a bad time.
Ixion Vault SR. Nice.
Yeah!
That one is incredibly dangerous.
Mercuria, you are. And Vitality Drop.
I bet I could buy a whole keg with this.
Why is everything in terms of beer with you? Oh wait, it is Claire. How in the world did you make it all the way to Nord?
You don't call this one of the Highlands' most famous sites for nothing.
Grace, not
Talk
Claire.
about statuesque. Literally.
How did you make it all the way out of here, Grace?
Maybe I'll start a listicle of the Empire's best views when I get back to the office.
What? For Crossbell? The people that just got under the Empire's rule?
Isn't that... Is that you, Grace?
Oh, there you are.
Were you expecting us?
I've been waiting for you, Class 7. And you, Divine Blade. Congrats on the upgrade from Ashen Chevalier.
Thanks.
Gaius said there was another visitor, but he kept Who a surprise. So it was you.
I was just as surprised to find her in Nord, believe me.
How did you make it to the Empire with Crossbell occupied?
The only way I could have. I wasn't in Crossbell when the occupation went down.
Oh, right. I forgot you had... there was a lead you were trying to follow.
Around just before the ceremony started, I got an interesting lead through the Orbal Net.
Mind sharing?
So I left coverage of the actual signing to the others and jumped on the next train to Erebonia. Thinking on it now, I'm honestly not sure if I'd call that good or bad luck.
Considering most people in this that were at the signing ceremony got brainwashed, I'd consider yourself lucky.
I can imagine.
This must all be very hard for you.
It is. But I've never been one for sitting around sulking when life throws me a curveball. There's gotta be a role for me to play in sorting all this out. The best thing I can do is get out there and take action.
By taking pictures of random Erebonian landmarks. You're welcome, Crossbell.
I wouldn't be much of a journalist or a Crossbellin if I didn't.
That's the Grace we all know so well. Yeah, I mean, Lloyd and Randy are made of tough stuff, and then there's Grace. People from Crossbell really are built different. So what's this lead you're talking about? It's gotta be something big for you to leave a historic moment like the signing ceremony for someone else to cover. Oh, it absolutely is. It was a report that Prince Oliver and his wife had gone missing during their honeymoon. The greatest two in all. Wait, you got a report on that then? I'd have to look at the timeline, but I don't think even we knew about it then. I had a feeling it would involve that. We're actually here following the same case. Yeah, on a tip too, no less. I'm guessing the fact that you're here in Nord of all places means you found some clue to their whereabouts. That's right, although it's only circumstantial evidence at this point. There's a report that suspicious people clad in black were sighted in the area where the royals went for their honeymoon. Clad in black? You don't think... the Ebon Defense Force? I'd bet 1,000 mirror on it. Then there's an unconfirmed report that the EDF were sighted in Nord before and after the Courageous Two's disappearance. I'm here following up on both leads. So the terrorists who occupied Crossbell and took up arms against the Empire were potentially responsible here too. I found no evidence that they were hiding here or had been in the past yesterday though. Yeah, I couldn't find anything either. If they really were here, they're clearly good at covering their tracks. But there's no smoke without fire. There's clearly something here in the Highlands. Although I'll admit I'm basing at least part of that conviction on my reporter's instincts. Hey, when your gut talks, we'd be fools not to listen. I quite agree. The likelihood that what happened in Crossbell and the prince's disappearance are connected is higher than ever now. Thanks for sharing what you know, Grace. It really helped. I just wish I had some solid, conclusive evidence to give you. All I could do is wish you well with the rest of your investigation. I'm convinced that solving this case will lead you to a way to liberate Crossbell. So get out there and give them hell, Class 7. If you're asking, who are we to refuse? Alright. The group then escorted Grace back to the settlement on horseback. Once assured of her safety, they were then able to resume the investigation. It's sounding like we should go around the southern part of the Highlands too. Indeed, that area seems less likely, given that it has military facilities, but the truth could have been under our noses all along. I think it's still worth looking there. Speaking of the military, I wonder how the Lieutenant Colonel's investigation is going. Come to think of it, he said he was going to ask around at the watchtower, didn't he? Yeah, maybe we should contact him and compare notes. Would you give him a call, Kurt? Of course. Please pick up, please pick up, please pick up. Oh, darn it all. I can't get through. That's strange. The watchtower should definitely be in range from here. Perhaps he's somewhere else further away, or in an area with poor reception. If only we could use the round of 7, then this wouldn't be an issue. It's frustrating, but there's no point in dwelling on it. We'll just have to explore the southern highlands while making for the watchtower ourselves. I think you're right. Hopefully we'll be reunited with my brother before long. I'd like to have a closer look at the stone circle and the triangular rock that we passed on the way here too. Shall we depart then? Allow me to lead the way. You can now access Nord Highlands south. Grace leaves Crossbell for Erebonia just before the signing ceremony, her goal being to find the newly married Prince Olivert and Lady Sherazard. Hefty goal there. Sheesh, I feel pretty bad about worrying the settlement. Anyway, I'm totally pooped from all that horseback riding, so don't mind me. I'm gonna take it easy. Let me in if you find any good info. Phew, I'm so glad Grace is okay. I'm sorry if this is rude to say about an adult. But Grace is like danger walking, isn't she? You can't afford to take your eyes off her. But she's a great guest here, so it's not that I mind watching over her. You sound pretty stressed over it. Oh, no. I can handle this no problem. Her being a reporter does remind me, though. Not too long after the war, Norton actually came back to the settlement to get our perspective on everything that happened. It was this time when he was in support of the war, but he had no clue why when he looked back on it. So he said writing articles about the horrors of war would be his way of repenting for it. Then he got an invite from someone named Nielsen, so he's reporting in another country now. It's nice that his sparks come back. I remember Norton. He was so fired up about getting good photographs during our field study. He also came and took a look at our communications equipment when it was broken. I remember Nielsen too. Hope we'll run into him again one day. Hey, you two. I found something that must belong to someone while tidying up the yurt. I think that might be the hammer arm used to repair the fencing. You think it'll be okay if I put it with today's baggage? That should be fine, and thanks, Charles. I'll probably need it for the sheep's fencing, so I'll bring it over later today. Oh, and about our food stockpile. Look at them go. They're perfectly in sync. They do make for a perfect couple, don't they? Charles' father was stubborn at first, but he eventually came around on Toma. That's great to hear. How long have you all been standing there? Is it just me, or were you guys watching us? My, perish the thought. To be young again. You guys are horrible at hiding your attentions. Ooh, could get spicy kebab. And what can I buy here? Oh, decent new weapon. Seal 50%. I'll take it. Oh, wait. I can also give it to Kurt? I'll take it again. Petrify 50%. Oh, did you feed Zio for me? Thanks, Lily. You're welcome. It's fun when I get to help you. Besides, you always take Zio with you when you leave, so I want to hang out with him as much as I can. Zio says you've been to lots of places with your friends from school, but he especially likes a place called the art area? It must be really colorful. I wonder if Zio likes how the wind feels there. I shouldn't be surprised she understands Zio just as well as you do. Maybe it runs in their bloodline. Possibly. Then again, Zio has been watching over this settlement ever since Lily was a baby. Back to the south I go. Choosing to continue will cause the main story to advance. It will also not be possible to go any further in Rean's story for a brief period. Sounds good. Isn't this... The mirror is glowing, but... Oh no, not again, not again, not again! It feels like something's happening. Alright, let's see what Lloyd's up to.